going on, guys? Got a small project here to do today. Just had the car outside, give it a little bath because it was absolutely disgusting and covered in everything. So, beautiful day out today. It's like spring out there. It's like 55 degrees. So, gave it a little bath. Okay, like I said, we're going to do an easy, small project today. And what that is putting in our Zeus hood rails. These are a really cool product. These are from Team Z. And what these allow you to do is to easily mount your Liftoff hood. Obviously, if you still have hinges and a latch, this product isn't for you. This is for all the guys with Liftoff hoods to make it easier to install. A lot of times people just buy those Zeus clips from Jegs or Summit or wherever, and you know, they rivet them in up and down the fenders, and you gotta measure everything. You gotta make sure everything's right, make sure everything's the same height. This puts 5 Zeus fasteners on one rail. You rivet it to the fender, and it's done. It's a beautiful piece. I've wanted these for a long time. I'm gonna show you on the Fiberglass Liftoff hood I have. It won't be the hood I'm keeping, it's the hood I have now. I hate this hood, I can't stand it. When I get the new hood, I'll redo the Zeus fasteners, but this hood is mainly going to be for the track. I don't even want it on the car for the street, and who would want to cover this up anyway? It's beautiful. It's pretty straightforward on how to mount these. I mean, they rivet all along the fender, right there. It's self-explanatory, so let's get a couple holes drilled in the fender and get these lined up. You'll need a couple of things. Obviously, everything to do rivets. You're going to need rivets. It comes with a bunch of rivets. I think it comes with the rivets, and you can add on the Zeus fasteners. These are 3/16 Allen head Zeus fasteners, but if you're not going to add on, make sure you measure the thickness of your hood. Because if you got a real thin hood, you'll need shorter Zeus fasteners and vice versa. Also, I just picked this up, and it's going to help a lot with this project. It's going to help a lot with a lot of projects. Wish I bought it when I was doing the trunk and the bulkhead floor. It is a set of Clecos with the tool from MRO Tools. So that's a single Cleco. And what this does is it allows you to temporarily mount your floor, your pan, your trunk pan, whatever. And it comes with a set of pliers. And it's simply put, and then just locks in. Very simple, very easy to use. I bought these off Amazon. I was shopping around, and this seemed to be the best bang for the buck. It was 35 bucks. Pliers, 50 Clecos in a storage bag. That's what made me really like this setup, is because it was in a bag. I mean, you got all those Clecos running around. This is just nice and easy. So we're going to utilize this doing these today. So first things first is you want to get the correct side, which I'm not too entirely sure which way these are supposed to go. So you are going to have to bend these a little because they're straight and your fenders aren't. Oh, I don't think, that looks like, you don't have to bend it much, but this seems about right. Wait, let me get a marker and mark these. You want to drill out these holes first, see, so you can set the height. You don't want this thing up flush with the top of your fender, because then your hood's going to sit higher than the fender. So you're going to have to sit this down a little bit. So that's why you want to put the ones with the adjuster first. Now you got 2 holes drilled. You're going to want to put this back up there. Take your Cleco, stick it in the hole, and mount it. See? How cool is that thing? So my hood is 2.5 millimeters thick. So you're going to want to measure, obviously. So it's all clecoed on. Obviously it's a little low here, but you can adjust it up right now because you just got those in those slots. So you're going to want them a little bit below your thickness of your hood, somewhere around there. And what makes these nice is, so you're going to set your height, and then you're going to drill out all the other ones, rivet those while this thing's in place, and you're set. My hood has an edge on it. It's not flat, so it's 90'd. Like a normal hood would be almost. It's like flange, you could call it. I gotta cut that whole flange off for it to sit flat on here. You might not be too thrilled about doing that, especially if your hood's already painted. But take your time. You don't have to cut it exact. Cut it with your whiz wheel and then go over it with a sander to get it to where it needs to be flat. I'm going to do that outside since I cleaned my garage today and I washed my car. I don't want all that over the car. As you can see, this lip right here is what needs to be cut off. This lip, because it won't sit flat. Remember, this is fiberglass, so I'm going to take a little precaution. Gloves, face mask. You should always be wearing a face mask when you're using this death wheel anyway. I use a full face one. It's better. And not one a hoodie. That's that. Quick and easy, but it is messy. Be careful cutting this lip, because you go too thin on this, you can break this edge. I didn't really give a shit about this hood, but I'm just warning you. If you have to do this, careful about cutting this edge. Okay, what I'm doing is, I'm just taking this hood and pushing it down onto the flange and seeing if it's level with the fenders. Wow. Worked out pretty damn good, if I don't say so. Okay, so after you drill out the 4 rivets that you put in on both sides and flip these things to the correct side and rivet them back in, you'll be all set. I showed you guys before the way I had them. That was wrong. I noticed when I was starting to put the springs in for the Zeus fasteners that you couldn't get it in. I just sat back and looked at it and pulled them back off. I mean, it's a couple rivets. I wasn't too concerned. And I riveted them back on. Had to drill a couple more holes, but I don't care. These are cheap Chinese knockoff fenders. I'm actually looking for a set of clean OEs so I can paint them and put them on the car when I get my new bumper. But I didn't care. So next thing you got to do, that these are all riveted down. These, I mean, this is loose up front because I didn't put one into the bumper. You got your springs on each. See, I got a piece of masking tape on each side. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna mark on the masking tape where the center of this hole is. All right. And what that's going to enable you to do is to lay the hood on the car and you'll know the center where the hole. You see what I'm saying? So what I'll do is I'll lay the hood on the car. Well, first I'm going to draw lines on this. I'll lay the hood on the car. I'll run another piece of masking tape up on each side of the hood and I'll mark the center, measure in, and I'll draw a line, and then you'll have your crisscross center, and then you can drill them all out. those are all marked on the hood, cross-centered, measured out. I'm gonna pull it off, drill holes, 1, 2, 5 holes on each side. I'm gonna use a step bit. You should also have one of these. These are very good. So what I'm doing is I'm re-drilling all the holes for the 1/8 inch. Take this as a little bit of a lesson. It's a good thing this hood I don't care about. I would have re-drilled the brackets had it been an issue, but since it sits flush with it, the bottom of the rivets are holding the hood up from the bracket. Well, not paying attention, there's 2 big holes in the brackets for your rivets to fall through, so you got to spin them this way. Okay, so there's the finished product. You got 5 Zeus fasteners up on each side. You can see the rail, you can see how bad the body gap is. Like I said, probably gonna have to put 2 more here, but we'll wait till we hit the track and see if that thing rises. Nice, quick, easy project. It wasn't too bad, wasn't too time consuming. I think maybe 2 hours total, 2.5 hours total. You might want to take a little bit longer so you don't fuck up your hood. Like I said, you'll see the big holes in the brackets for the rivets to fall through. Make sure you line those up with yours when you go to rivet it down, so you don't have an issue like mine. You got 2 holes going up in each, but you know, neither here nor there. Quick, easy. This piece for this car, all that thing right there is a time saver. Yes, you can get by with getting the little brackets from any of the parts stores and riveting them to the fender, but then you got to measure them all out. You got to make sure they're even, unless you don't care. But you know, you got to buy 10 of them. You got to measure them all out, rivet them, get them all in place, and do the same process. This just simplifies it. He sends you everything. I had to adjust the springs a little bit. I use a pair of channel locks, but I do want to buy. Tim McAmis has a sweet adjuster. You put it on there and you twist it and it pulls it up to the height you need, that I want to buy from him. But other than that, it's a straightforward install, super easy. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I figured I'd give you a little quick, easy video, something you could work on a Saturday afternoon and get it finished up. There's going to be more videos. Hope you enjoyed this one. Get in your garage, work on your hot rod, grab a cold beer, enjoy it, make some progress. Have a good night, guys.